justice for all.
Okay, please be seated. I know, you just go right
You
ahead.
just look right ahead, I know.
Yeah, just go right ahead. Hey, Teresa. Hey.
They own the property.
Well, you're late doing the walk.
Okay, we have regular council meeting, call it to order. And we have a quorum, looks like we got all 8 tonight. Thanks for coming, guys. We do have a consent agenda this evening. We have a treasurer's report, approval of the minutes of July 20th, and approved payment of the bills. What about last week? We didn't get those minutes?
I'll have to do it the next one. We just open and close the meeting, that's it, but I'll do
Well, yeah, we still need a set of minutes, but anyway. Okay, if we can have the treasurer's report, please.
August 3rd, treasurer's report. Payable checks in the amount of $131,271.39. There were 3 major vendor checks representing 83% of the payable checks. The major vendor checks were $108,688.19. Payroll ACH for June 25th. June?
It should be July, I'm sorry.
Should be July.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll have to make a correction to this and make that July.
Make it right now, yeah.
Payroll ACH for July 25th, 2021 to include Social Security and Medicare taxes, $180,290.35. 2 monthly bond payments in the amount of $46,075.35. Grand total payable checks, payroll, and bond payments, $357,637.09.
Okay, gonna get a motion to approve the consent agenda. Reggie makes a motion, Charles second. Verification, discussion, call the roll, please.
Teresa?
Yes.
Charles?
Yes.
Linda?
Yes.
Reggie?
Yes.
Todd?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
And John?
Yes.
Okay, this first one, I didn't know what it was, Hack Company. Is that Public Works or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve, you wanna tell us about that?
It's our, the turbidity meters in our well houses, which monitors the water in case it starts getting turbid. They'll shut the well down so we don't pump the towers full of mud.
Okay.
It's a renewal. We've had this before. The price of this, for a whole year of their services, they come out calibrate once a quarter, I think, or once every other month. And then if there's any repairs, they'll repair it. We have replaced one of these without being in their contract, and it's cost almost this much for the whole contract, so it's a
Okay.
pretty good deal.
Okay. Read it as bill, please.
An ordinance of the city of bill number 21098. An ordinance of the city of St. Robert authorizing the mayor to enter into a service partnership with Hatch Company.
Okay, get a motion on the first reading.
Motion.
Todd makes a motion, Linda seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa?
Yes.
Charles?
Yes.
Linda?
Yes.
Reggie?
Yes.
Todd?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
And John?
Yes.
Second reading, please.
Bill number 21-098, an ordinance of the city of St. Robert authorizing the mayor to enter into a service partnership with Hatch Company.
Get a motion on the second reading.
Motion.
John makes a motion, Michael seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa? Yes. Charles?
Yes.
Linda?
Yes.
Reggie?
Yes.
Todd?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Read as an ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 3737, an ordinance of the city of St. Robert authorizing the mayor to enter into a service partnership with Hatch Company.
Get a motion on the reading of the ordinance. Walter
Second.
makes a motion, Reggie seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa?
Yes.
Charles?
Yes.
Linda?
Yes.
Reggie?
Yes.
Todd?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. 3.2 is an ordinance accepting and approving Donald Magai for sewer replacement Bon Air Drive. You want to tell us about that, Steve? I know about it. But
This is a line that actually, it's old, real old line. It's actually not even the size of a main. There's about 10 or 12 taps that tie into it. It's full of roots, it's infiltrating, so this will replace the line from inside Bon Air Trailer Court all the way up to the body shop on Old Route 66, the highway there.
Okay. Good price. Yeah, okay. Read it as a bill, please.
Bill number 21-099, an ordinance accepting and approving Donald Magi Incorporated proposal for sewer replacement on Bon Air Drive.
Okay, get a motion on the first reading. Walter makes a motion, Michael seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
I have a question. Is that Bel Air Trailer Court you're talking about?
Bon Air.
Bon Air.
Where's Bon Air?
It's behind the body shop next to, which is Club
Oh,
Rodeo
oh,
now.
yeah, Club Rodeo.
Yeah, next to Club Rodeo.
Oh,
that body shop.
oh, okay, okay.
Storage
Yes.
building sitting in the front, they set it
Yes.
back.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Second reading, please.
Bill number 21-099, an ordinance accepting and approving Donald Magi Incorporated's proposal for sewer replacement on Bon Air Drive.
A motion on the second reading. Teresa makes a motion, Reggie seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Michael
Yes.
and John.
Yes.
Read it as an ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 3738, an ordinance accepting and approving Donald Magi Incorporated's proposal for sewer replacement on Bon Air Drive.
Get a motion on the reading of the ordinance. Reggie makes a motion. Is that Walter?
Yeah.
Okay, Walter seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, 3.3, an ordinance authorizing mayor to execute a fire mutual aid agreement with Doolittle Rural Fire Protection District. Michael, if you'd, Chief, if you'd just kind of tell us what's going on. and
Yeah, it's
introduce the
just like
chief.
the blanket mutual aid agreement we have with everybody in the county and surrounding the fleet. I also invited Chief Brandon Williams from Doolittle here, who's also a Raleigh City firefighter. So that's what it is, and mutual aid between both of us. They want our help, but we want theirs if we need help, and it's always a good thing, so.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, read this bill, please.
I think Larry's had a question.
Was there not a mutual aid that you helped them, like, within the last month?
There
For
was,
fire?
well, yeah, yeah.
There was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yep.
Read the bill, please.
Bill number 21-100, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a fire mutual aid agreement with Doolittle Rural Fire Protection District.
Okay, get a motion on the first reading. Todd makes a motion, Michael seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Second reading, please.
Bill number 21-100, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a fire mutual aid agreement with Doolittle Rural Fire Protection District.
Get a motion on the second reading.
Motion.
John makes a motion, Teresa seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter.
Quick question, does this ever have to be renewed, or does it have to
It's,
be re?
the way we wrote it up, I mean, no, it doesn't have to. Usually you revisit them every 5 years, typically is what you do, but we wrote it up to where, just a 30-day notice, if anybody wants to get out of it, but it shouldn't be an issue. Everybody kind of helps everybody, so. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Read as an ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 3739, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a fire mutual aid agreement with Doolittle Rural Fire Protection District.
A motion on the reading of the ordinance. Teresa makes a motion, Reggie seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, 3.4 is an ordinance to pave down the front of, by the water tower going down to the bottom of the hill and incorporates, it goes in front of the acre that we just are still trying to close on, but we should be there. Okay? Read it as a bill, please.
Bill number 21-101, an ordinance approving proposal number 8314.1 from Willard Asphalt for paving at St. Robert Industrial Park Number 1.
A motion on the first reading?
A question,
Yes.
how far down the road are we going past the industrial site and water tower?
It's not the road, it's behind it.
It goes down the hill, and you know where the fenced-in area is down there?
Yes,
Goes down in front of that.
Okay.
There's a stake down there that Steve put, so.
okay.
Because he's got to dig a pipe in for the tower to be,
Great.
yeah, drain for the tower, so. Okay. Okay. A motion,
Motion.
Todd makes a motion, Teresa seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Second reading?
Bill number 21-101, an ordinance approving proposal number 8314.1 from Willard Asphalt for paving at St. Robert Industrial Park Number 1.
Get a motion on the second reading. Michael makes a motion, Walter seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Read as an ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 3740, an ordinance approving proposal number 8314.1 from Willard Asphalt for paving at St. Robert Industrial Park Number 1.
Get a motion on the reading of the ordinance.
Motion.
Todd makes a motion, John seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, 3.5, amended, ordinance amending City of St. Robert Manning Charter. Michael, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, it's what we discussed at the last wage and finance, about hiring a floater firefighter, full-time position, one person to assist.
Okay. Committee chair?
I think we were putting 2 positions, but only filling 1 right now.
Oh, okay, okay. I think you're right, I think I remember that now, yes, ma'am, yeah, okay, thank you.
So they're having issues where they can't get volunteer firefighters to come in when our active duty needs to take a leave or a day off or anything like that. So instead of going hourly and not getting any, then hopefully this would settle that issue. Go ahead.
It'll definitely help some of it, it won't help at all, but it'll definitely help, yes, ma'am. So-
How will you hire, how will you schedule somebody full-time if they have to be available to come in when somebody else can't come in?
Well, there's several ways you can do it. I can either put them on during the days, but probably was gonna rotate them around on shifts every 30 days. And then I can pull them off that to have them fill in on another shift when somebody's off.
That's assuming you know ahead of time somebody's taken off
Yes.
and you don't need them. So,
Yes.
but it doesn't stop, it doesn't help somebody getting sick suddenly and you
No.
don't have anybody to
I
fill
mean,
that because they've already worked.
Yeah, it just depends. It just depends. I mean, sometimes I might be able to say, hey, can you come in, I'm gonna pull you off this and do this on a short notice, but
In the next 2 months, he's got 2 people going out for operations and stuff like that.
Also,
Bill.
this mayor was, we have added back into the Manning chart our assistant city administrator,
Mhm.
and I don't see him here, but
He had a grandbaby, and he went to the hospital.
First one, yep. First one.
so, those will be 2 issues to be passed on to the council.
So he had nothing to do with it.
Something to do with it.
Yeah, had something to do with it.
Yeah, he's-
Okay, read as a bill, please.
See, that's the end. I only have, is that enough for 2?
I want to make sure the ordinance is correct.
So I think I only added one.
It only added one, Teresa.
Yeah, it's
I
only
thought we
one.
approved for two.
We only have
No?
one, but
Okay.
you're
only
talking
have
about-
Okay,
one.
all right.
Okay.
Just wanna make sure it wasn't messing up something.
Okay,
That's fine.
read it as Bill.
Okay,
If you always do it again, no.
yeah, okay. Bill number 21-102, an ordinance amending City of St. Roberts Manning Chart.
Got a motion on the first reading. Todd makes a motion, Michael seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes?
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
And John.
Yes.
Second reading, please.
Bill number 21-102, an ordinance amending City of St. Roberts Manning Chart.
A motion on the second reading. Teresa makes a motion, Reggie seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
And John.
Yes.
Okay, read as an ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 3741, an ordinance amending City of St. Roberts Manning Chart.
The motion on the reading of the ordinance. Teresa makes a motion, Linda seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, 3.6 is an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept a premium summary provided by Otis Acres, Arnie Insurance and Business Advisors for liability, property, and casualty insurance. Anita?
We put out for bid on June the 15th our property, casualty, and liability insurance. We opened the bids in the mayor's office, and we had a finance meeting and went over it. The low bidder was the Hollis Acres. He was providing us with higher coverage, and his rate was considerably less.
So it's the same coverage we had before, right? We're not
No,
losing
it's-
anything.
It's
It's
more
better coverage.
coverage.
Okay, but it's at least as good as what we had
Absolutely,
before.
yes.
Yeah.
In the meeting, we had questions, and we actually called the company and had those questions answered. One of the biggest things in the amount of the difference from the two bidders is that they came here to St. Robert and spent time here going over all of our buildings with the assessor's office, us taking them around. So they included every building and tract of land and everything that we had in their bid. So even with all of that and giving us the higher rate of,
Better rate.
correct.
Okay.
So therefore we.
Mr. Cronister came, he's from the Hollis Acres, if you want to say anything.
No, we are pleased to have the opportunity tonight to be here, and I'm open to answer any questions that you have.
Mr. Cronister, how did you come up with the amount for our insurance?
For the, which part, for the property?
Yes.
We do what's called a replacement cost appraisal. It's done by a national appraising company, and they don't do it based on market value. They do it based on what it would cost to replace the building in today's dollars. So, I don't know, most of you are aware that construction costs and inflation has been outpacing the regular inflation by quite a bit. Wood materials, steel, anything tied to the it's all double digits or more increases. So that's tying larger payouts from the insurance companies, and so it's also bringing replacement costs for buildings up. So some of the buildings were significantly underinsured and maybe hadn't been looked at in a few years. So that's how that's our method for appraising those.
And this bid is sent out every 3 years, and, you know, some of the buildings have been updated, and that could have had, you know, more reasoning for, but we appreciate your letting us call and asking more questions.
Okay. Read it as a bill, please.
Bill number 21-103, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept a premium summary provided by Hollis Acres Arnie Insurance and Business Advisors for liability, property, and casualty insurance.
Got a motion on the first reading?
Motion.
Charles makes a motion, Walter seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
and John.
Yes.
Second reading, please.
Bill number 21-103, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept a premium summary provided by Allis Acres Arnie Insurance and Business Advisors for liability, property, and casualty insurance.
Got a motion on the second reading. Reggie makes a motion, Michael seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
And John.
Yes.
Read it as an ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 3742, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept a premium summary provided by Allis Acres Arnie Insurance and Business Advisors for liability, property, and casualty insurance.
Get a motion on the reading of the ordinance. Teresa makes a motion, Reggie seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
And John.
Yes.
Okay, 3.7, ordinance amending section 105, 120G of the Code of the City of St. Robert, Missouri, Assistant City Administrative Duties and Powers. We all know what this one is, okay?
I thought we had asked when we approved the hiring of the Assistant City Administrator that that paragraph G be changed
Yep.
City.
to say,
City administrator.
to say the Assistant City Administrator shall be subordinate in performance of his or her duties and subject to the direction of the city administrator.
No,
Can't
it's
do it
mayor and
that
city
way.
administrator.
Well, that's not what the,
It says right now, it only says the mayor, and we wanted city administrator
added-
added.
on the.
Linda, the
Hold on,
mayor
hold on, hold
can,
on.
the mayor is statutorily in charge of every employee, and he's statutorily in control of every employee. So you cannot exclude him from making a specific one. So I thought we had added the mayor on there because it's statutorily required.
But on the manning chart, it says supervisor is the city administrator.
Yeah, that's fine, it does have a whole bunch of
Yeah,
them.
the class 4, makes it specific. The mayor is in charge of all the key leaders in the law, the class 4 city.
But the city
Okay, I just
administrator
thought that
does the
when we talked about
evaluation.
this, we had said we were gonna change that, but maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Okay, read it as a bill.
Bill number 21-104, an ordinance amending section 105.120G of the Code of the City of St. Robert, Missouri, Assistant City Administrator Duties and Powers.
Okay, got a motion on the first reading. Todd makes a motion, Michael second. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
and John.
Yes.
Second reading, please.
Bill number 21-104, an ordinance amending section 105.120G of the Code of the City of St. Robert, Missouri, Assistant City Administrator Duties and Powers.
A motion on the second reading. Reggie makes a motion, Todd seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Read it as an ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 3743, an ordinance amending section 105.120G of the Code of the City of St. Robert, Missouri, Assistant City Administrator Duties and Powers.
Got a motion on the reading of the ordinance. Reggie makes a motion, Walter seconds, clarification, discussion, call the roll.
Teresa,
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Reggie,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
And John.
Yes.
Okay. Comments by Alderman. Teresa, can we start with you tonight?
Sure. I'd like to welcome Allis Acres Arnie to the St. Robert family. We hope they're gonna have a good rapport with each other. Well, I've been getting out lately, and I've been driving some of the streets, and some need a little more attention. And I'm not sure about, where we would go when there's yards that are just really a mess, and we leave.
Yeah, we have Jeremy that inspects those every other week. He
Good.
goes around for grass and all those things, yeah. But if you do see something, just get a hold of Jeremy.
Well, can we pass on, Miss Anita, that, I believe it's 503 Y Highway, left-hand side, right past,
Oh, yeah, I know, right across from, yeah.
yeah, right across from the
Okay.
subdivision. yes.
He's right, okay. Anything else?
Let me see, a lot happened in our finance meeting. A lot of, information was passed, we've given that information tonight for full council. I don't know, we're just busy as can be. Thank everyone for.
And you weren't here earlier, I talked to Charles, but Ridge Creek, Denver got a new zip code when we came into the city.
Right.
And I'd like that's your ward down there. If you guys can get together and go through that process, it takes about a year.
That's all.
Okay. Huh?
688.
Listen, they still got a Waynesville zip code even though they're in the city.
Oh, okay.
So have you guys work on that. Thank you.
We'll take care of it.
Yep. Linda, or Charles, I'm sorry.
I'd like to thank the St. James fire representative that came down to,
Doolittle.
Thought he was.
Doolittle.
Doolittle.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Doolittle.
Just up the road a little.
It's all in the same area, and thanks for coming, man. And, Mr. Crackle, that's how you pronounce your name?
Crosby.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming. That's all I got now.
Okay. Linda?
I was hoping that he would be here because he's in charge of the parks now, right?
Correct.
Who is?
Who is?
Mr. Parker, is that his
Yes.
name? That's what was said
Oh,
at the
yeah.
last meeting, that he would be in charge of the parks. There was a post on Facebook the other day about the big park and the skate park, talking about how dirty they were and how they needed to be cleaned more often, and trash is overflowing, and
Well,
And-
that does fall under the duties of the,
park.
the pool,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but
the
still
recreation,
parks.
yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
parks. And
But
he's
they did a
been-
big
he's been
cleanup the
taking
last
care
2
of it.
weeks. I'm just wondering how old that,
Well, she just posted it yesterday, because I told her to send me a private message and tell me exactly what it was that she was
Okay.
complaining about, but she did not do that.
They used to do
Well, they-
bathrooms every day and trash every day.
But I just wanted to bring it up to him so that he could make sure that it's kept clean, and that
Well,
he
they
said
have
that.
a checklist, Linda, and it's checked every morning and after lunch, because there's a lot of people that eat lunch, and we've had a lot of vandalism at the skate park we've had to deal with.
Yeah, she said the state park was in a bad shape.
Mm.
I don't know. I never
I
did
had to
that.
have Zach, the man who's in charge over at the pool, go over and wash off the skate park. It was so bad, so clean that up.
you know.
But they're keeping the dog park looking nice, so that's good.
That's looking nice.
She likes that.
You love your dog park.
It's busy, I'm telling you, there's a lot of people there. It's really busy, we may have to expand.
Okay.
There's a few feet left, we may have to expand.
Okay, anything else, Linda?
No.
Reggie?
I got nothing, they already welcome all the guests.
Couple things, just shout out to everybody for Steve's guys for picking up, limbs and stuff on Monday. I appreciate that. Yesterday, we found a little dog after hours, and this dog was missing an eye, sick, old. And my daughter put it on Facebook, and the person, I think her name is Barbara from Kitten
Yeah,
Division, had us bring that dog up there, and she checked it for a chip, and we had that dog back with its owner in about 20 minutes or something like that. So just, good on her for doing something like that. I appreciate that.
Good on you and your family.
And that's all I got.
Okay. Walter?
Yes, Todd had already mentioned the city with Steve, and we appreciate you man, every day. But I wanted to give a shout out to the sanitation department. And I don't know whether I'm envious of those guys being able to jump off that truck and throw a bag up there. I think I'm envious, cause that used to be my strength, but I can't do that anymore. But, I just appreciate the effort that goes in, and you guys clean up everything along the way, and, I just want them to know what a great job you all are doing.
Yeah, they
Appreciate
sneak up
that.
on you in those trucks.
Mhm.
They're very quiet, yes.
Yeah, they're efficient.
Michael?
Nothing.
John,
No additional
did you go to
comments.
Florida or something?
I sure did. I would say I'm glad to be back, that wouldn't be.
That would be a lie.
That would be a lie.
Okay.
And he caught a bunch of fish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why I didn't even know he was out there. Okay. City clerk, finance.
On the finance. Sales tax update through August. In reported
Yeah,
taxable.
but it's for payments through June.
No, August.
Well, it goes, yeah, the money comes in this month, but it actually, the sales that
For
took place
sales that's
prior to
been
30
purchased in the
June.
month of June, 2 months prior.
Yeah.
Taxable sales reported for the city is $182,573,083. This is a 7.61% increase over 2020. Great. The amount that this equates to is $127,838 extra that we received. Actually, the August collection is 16.09% over last year in August. That's about $34,000, which is actually June of 2021 sales. The use tax collection year-to-date is $173,642. That's due to $9,951,186 of taxable online sales.
And we, I talked to Edna, the fire truck payment, we can make with that use tax, because
Really?
when we voted that, remember we said to go for police and fire, and we
Yes.
put that towards that fire truck, so.
As a matter of fact, I just
The
got the
ladder
invoice
truck.
today for that payment, and it's $168,000,
Yeah.
the annual payment, so
Yeah.
we
The
collected
annual
more.
payment.
Yes, the annual payment is 168, but we've collected more than that, so,
Is that,
Yes.
so far.
is that 9 million, is that just from St. Robert people sales?
Who, if they have a zip code 65584 when they go to
That's a
shop
lot
online.
of money.
Yeah.
Just think
That's
if
a
they
lot
were
of money.
spending
And we
that money
weren't
locally.
getting it for years.
Just think if they were spending that money.
We're live at 5.
And the balance in the operating account stands at 2.6 million.
You've raised it up. I have a question.
Sure.
The no sales tax for school, I know school's providing a lot of the supplies for the children this year.
This
Have they-
weekend.
It is
It starts
this
Friday
weekend.
and
Okay.
Sunday, yes.
So Friday through Sunday, any purchase, clothing, some electronics, school supplies, some other things, then there would be no tax on.
If
Well,
the
there's-
county or city is participating,
Yeah.
The
there
same
will be
St.
no
Robert-
state tax,
Yeah.
but it's up to the cities and counties also, they will participate or not.
Correct.
We do participate.
Yeah. The county does not.
The
but we
county
do.
does not, but the city does. St. Robert does. I know that much. And you can
Okay.
go to the Department of Revenue website. It will give you the update on that, and you can see which cities
And what
participate
what is
and
not
which one
taxed.
doesn't, yeah. Right.
Okay, so we saved 2.5%.
In the
Okay.
cities.
Fire chief, anything?
Yeah, just a quick update on the Pierce pumper. It's just about to wrap up production. The week of August 16th is when we do the final inspection in Appleton, Wisconsin. Hopefully, we have it by the end of the month, and then hopefully by the middle of September, we have it in service. Because we'll have to go to Feld from there to get the equipment mounted on it, but it's coming along. So,
Do we need an emergency services meeting? Didn't you say that we needed to have one?
yeah, I think we were talking about sometime in September, though. I
Okay.
believe.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
Okay,
But other than that, everybody's doing a good job. Definitely thanks for the additional personnel. That just, makes it that much more better. We got some of the best equipment you can have, and without our guys having good equipment, we can't do the job safely, effectively, efficiently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Steve? Public Works?
Steve, come on up, please. Stop doing that. Come on up. You have 5 minutes.
Last week, we received about 7,000 cubic yards of fill dirt that we put in over at the site by Subway. So as we're bringing that up, each layer, every 4 to 6 inches gets compacted. So we're sheet footing every bit of it, so we don't have to worry about any compaction problems in the future. We also started on working on stockpiles. When the weather's bad and they can't dump down in the holes, some dump trucks don't want to dump in there. They dump out in the field, and then we move that ourselves over to the hole and start putting it in. So we worked on that and getting it compacted in. Brought that side up quite a little bit. Still have a little bit more to do, and hopefully we get some more dirt sometime. Well number 15 at the Ridge Creek subdivision had to be pulled and repaired. It went out one night, and the very next day, it was fairly late whenever we called the well company. The very next day they come out and worked on it most of the day and got it back up and running. Well number 6 was taken out of the system last night. It pumped a little bit cloudy, and that's what these turbidity meters, the Hawk system that you guys just approved, it caught it, shut the well off, so we didn't get any of that into the tower. We pumped that all night long and all day today to waste, to clear it up. This is the second time this year that this well is dirtied or dingied up, so we'll be continuing to monitor that. We don't.
Where's well 6 at?
Across from Lowe's. It's the big one. It's the major one over in that area. So we're continuing to monitor it, and hopefully it'll clear up on its own and it doesn't have to be pulled. Those are very expensive when you have to pull them up out of the hole. So the street department has been clearing the lot next to Seller Sexton Power Sports, in between there and Subway. So if you guys are over in that area, if you remember what it looked like about a week ago compared to what it looks like today, we're not done yet. We still have a little bit more work to do, but I think it's going to turn out pretty good.
Yeah, Tice, I think we need to get a phase 1 on that. I don't think we did one.
On what?
On that acreage over there by Subway.
Just call the Triangle Environmental, they can do the,
Yeah, I
they'll
knew
do phase 1 quick.
Okay.
I'll give you the number, and John Cable will get right over here and do it.
Okay.
Last week we replaced the drinking fountain in the mallway out here that had went out. It's one of the, of course, the original ones that was here when the building was put in, and it was actually one of the coils that go up inside the evaporator had busted and just leaking water out everywhere. So we got that replaced. That should be up and going good. And we started receiving our winter salt today, this morning, matter of fact. Heard that there was gonna be a salt shortage this year, and so they had we always have to wait for them to contact us with the pricing. They did get a hold of us, I think it was last week, and better pricing than last year, actually. And so everything went through, and they started delivering today. They said it was gonna be a pretty good shortage because the Missouri River, or Mississippi, was up. But since it went down, so they have 25 barges docked and trying to get them all unloaded right now. So Now they're starting to get some in. So I think we're gonna be in good shape. We're getting it, probably a month and a half earlier than what we normally do.
Yeah.
So,
We're gonna pull where the pumps used to be over there on that land and get a phase one at the same time. Environmental can do that, so it'll be all cleared up. So if we get a buyer, we'll be in good shape. Thank you, Steve.
Okay,
And,
I've got a question for Steve now.
oh, okay.
Steve, how are the Ridge Creek citizens, how do they feel about being into the city now?
for the most part, I mean, everybody I've talked to, yeah, they like it. They like being inside the city. I know that, the voting, place was something that was brought up
That's
that
one
we
you guys
would,
can work on too.
would get moved and, cause we're having to go all the way out to.
Because they have to go way out to the Arc.
Well,
Yeah.
you still have to go to the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How about the concrete pillars that's behind, Taco Bell? Are you gonna tear that up, or are we gonna tear that out, or what?
What is it?
The concrete, pillars that used to, store the salt and gravel,
Those are movable.
so you're gonna just move them then?
Yeah, we'll just move them when the time comes, yeah. Yeah, we'll be able to move those fairly easy. Some of them's in pretty bad shape, so we'll probably haul those over for fill, but what we can keep, we will.
Now, the area that's by Subways, it has a couple of concrete, structures on it. Are we gonna tear those out, or are we gonna leave those there?
Nah, I think we was just gonna leave them there. I mean, if somebody comes in to develop it, then, you know, that'll be them for site prep.
Okay.
Yeah, they were gonna do a lot of work. They plan on doing a lot of earthwork over there anyway. But we do have some stuff over there we need to get out of there. So.
Yeah, see, right now, if you remember, a while back, we come to the council because both of our rock breakers, went down, backhoe and excavator. We opted to get the new one for the backhoe, not the excavator right now. So we're still waiting on the one for the backhoe to show up. That's just, with the COVID, it takes time to get material in now. Don't know if the backhoe would be heavy enough to bust all that concrete up over there.
Yeah.
So you would probably need something bigger. You can rent them, pricey. We only like to rent them if we're in the middle of a project and one goes down on us, then we'll have to rent one to finish the project, but that's where we stand anyway.
How much more dirt will we put behind, Subways? Are we gonna try to fill that whole ravine, or what?
That's owned by Subway, that there's a strip down through there, so we're going up to the property line.
Okay, all right.
We're just trying to make a
Yeah, I left
a
a
buildable
message
site there.
for them to
A
call me,
larger
they haven't
buildable
called
site.
me yet.
Subway?
Yeah.
It's taken us a long time to get there, but we will.
That was pretty deep hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Thanks.
Pretty marketable now. Okay. Insurance, you don't need to stay around, you know, you can head on down the road and the fire chief. I know you got better things to do than sit here and listen to us. So, it's up to you.
Yeah, he took off for a couple hours off shift in Raleigh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to say something earlier, but, yeah, thanks for coming,
Maybe
appreciate it, and, see you in the future.
I've got we're going to present to Judge Beeger the,
It's not your turn yet, Tyson,
huh?
not your turn yet. I'm still working through.
I thought he was asking me.
No.
Oh.
Don, what do you got?
Should I go help him?
Okay.
Just a few things. A couple weekends ago, if you guys remember, it was really super hot outside. Well, that Friday before I left work, the old air conditioner was leaking water out of it. Called Hicks, they came in, discovered the pump was out. But thanks to you guys, we bought that emergency backup AC unit, and it kept the room cool that whole weekend.
Wow.
And the following Monday, they came in and put the new air conditioning unit in. It's great. You can't even hear it run half the time. We did finally get all of our printers in the contract from a couple months ago. They finally got everything. We got them all set up. I've been running around to police department, fire department, because when Com Center made their last update for the Spillman system, it screwed up all the maps on every computer that we have. So I've been having to put an update on every single unit because Com Center would not push it out as one update for the whole system. The new lady back in PD, she's great. She's learning really fast, and she even has picked up a few computer things since she's been here. Other than that, I've just been running like crazy trying to get everything set up. I got the video finally from the old office at the transfer station to the new one. Their phone is now up and running. Had to go to the community center the other day to download some video because there was some damage done to the drains,
At the community center.
the rain spout drains. I did see some people on the video. I gave it to the police department and let them run with it. And that's about all.
Okay. Thank you.
Don, body camera training, how's that coming?
I know that some of the officers are using it. I don't know if all the officers are using it.
I've asked, they said all of them
But I have turned that over to, I'm just a backup admin. The new lady is going to be the one downloading video, so I'm going to be training her how to download the video from the system.
Thank you. I thought the officers were gonna do it.
They can view their video, but to download it, to like give it to an attorney or for the case, we are the only ones that can download the video, is the admins. And right now it's me, Curtis, and it'll be the new lady as soon as I get time to get back there and train her.
Okay.
Does the new lady have the name?
Yeah, it was
Kelly Tanner.
Okay, Ms. Canner. Mayor, can Ms. Canner come to our next council meeting so we can see what the new lady looks like?
you. You want to pay her for the hours? Come.
I mean,
I would say just go down there and introduce yourself. She works from 8 to 5.
What's her job description?
Clerk, police
Oh,
clerk.
okay, so she's not a computer,
No,
she's not, okay.
She
but,
could be.
but she's very smart and she's picking stuff up really fast.
She came from the prosecutor's office.
Okay. Transfer station, Mr. Ziegenbein.
All I got is the tonnage report for the month of July. We hauled in 4,501 tons. The average was 214 for the month.
And you had 4 drivers today, and did they ever get the belt on the recycle machine? The
No, not yet.
compactor? Not yet?
Not yet.
Have you called them
They
again?
have not called back.
I'd call them again. I guess. Okay, Mr. Smith, you got anything?
Okay, it's me this time. We are submitting, in this statistics for the court on the 18th before John Speaker on the E911 and the Emergency Services Ambulance District decision. The court ruled that we were right on the legal issue, and the amount is what we need to submit. There is some issue in the statute that says that if it's, you gotta be new business, it can't be into the tip. So if it's somebody else that was already operating someplace in the county or in the city and they move in, that's not subject to the tip situation. Edna has done an admirable job of giving me a map and all of the numbers. We're gonna submit those, and we're gonna submit it in the form of a proposed judgment on numbers to the court on the 18th, and try to get a final judgment and get this thing settled and put to bed on both cases. I have a few things for the close, but that's all I have on all.
Okay. Anita?
Just received the pay orders we've been working on getting today. I just
3,
got
4, and 5, okay.
3, 4, and 5. Jeff just texted me and said he just got them. So That's good. Starting tomorrow, I'll work on a flyer for peak alerts. We're gonna let the citizens know now that we'll be monitoring that, and we'll be posting peak alerts on our Facebook page because of the high temperatures. But for us, it's, in a way, we have to watch our peak alert, but we set such a high peak during the winter time because of the cold weather that, but we still want to make sure we're cognizant of the electric. So we'll get a flyer out hopefully tomorrow and start getting the public. We'll even, those that get their bills by email, we'll notify them that way, and the others we'll put on Facebook and put it on the city website. We sent out bids for our cyber insurance, and I started working today on work comp bids. That's due in October. The last day at the pool will be August the 15th, which is 2 weeks earlier than we normally do, but the kids are going back to college. And I only had 3 high school kids, so we did have 9 parties after the 15th, and the 3 lifeguards that are left are gonna stay so we can do the parties. Or
What about weekends?
we don't have enough lifeguards. You'd have to have a minimum of 5, and we only have 3. We've been running a campaign to hire a couple of lifeguards because we knew we would be short. We just thought it would be a week instead of 2, but we didn't get any response, so.
That's sad.
We did try, so we will meet our obligations on the parties, so that's a good thing. Stephanie Keys is in the soldier transition program, and she's gonna start to work over there hopefully next week as a transitioning soldier. She runs a gym out on post now, so she will slide into that position under that program. Jesus, I think, leaves in September, and we had a call last week from another soldier that wanted to know if he could come and do his transitioning program here. So I turned in the paperwork today on that. So we'll have a couple of more coming on. Hicks Services met with me today. One of the original AC units on top of the building has gone out. So that's about 8,000 or 9,000. Mayor told me to go ahead and get it replaced, so we'll be working on that. Let's see. I think that was the big stuff, Mayor.
Okay. Okay. The next regular Board of Aldermen meeting will be August 17th. And the meeting is being closed pursuant to Missouri Law, Chapter 610-021, to include Section 1 legal, Section 2 real estate, Section 3 personnel. I'll get a motion to go into executive session.
Thank the camera.
Huh?
Thank the TV guy.
Yeah. Wanted to thank Tim. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Okay.
Do we have food?
Walter makes a motion to get a second. Michael seconds.
No,
Clarification,
Mike, he was
discussion,
coming.
call the roll to go to closed session.
Teresa?
Yes.
Charles?
Yes.
Linda?
Yes.
Reggie?
Yes.
Todd?
Yes.
Walter?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
John?
Yes.